YouTube. What's up, baby? We're back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're going to be talking about Halo Episode 6, entitled Solace. So, if you've been to this channel before, you already know how we do it. We started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, the grade, and then we on to the next one, right? So, Halo Episode 6, entitled Solace. So we open up with Kai getting medical attention. She's getting basically surgery done on her per se, and to fix the battle wounds, the battle scars that she got in the last episode. We see Chief over there with her as well. Just kind of making sure she's good. And then we go and we see the Blessed One, and I guess she's unconscious. And then we catch back up with Master Chief, and he's looking at Halsey with hate. He just, all the stuff he's been finding out about, things that she's been keeping away from him and lying to him about for his whole life. It basically took its toll, and he doesn't look at her in the light that he used to. You know what I'm saying? He definitely sees her as the enemy. And there's a scene where Master Chief ends up locking Halsey in this lab, and it seems like he's trying to kill her, but in all reality, at the last second, he releases Halsey from the room, and basically what he was trying to do was trying to test to see how far Cortana could control him. You know what I'm saying? Because of the last episode, she shut him down completely. So he was trying to see if I got her locked in this room. You shut me down last time. Go ahead and control my body and make me open up the door. But Cortana was like, I can't do that. I don't have that ability. So now he knows the limits of the control that she has over him. Hopefully. And then we go back to Mackie. Mackie, she's the Blessed One, and she's finally up, and she basically says that she'll talk and she'll help out, but she's only going to talk to Master Chief about what she knows. The higher ups don't want her to, what was her name? I think it's Margaret or something like that. Captain. Let's see. Just want to make sure. Well, either way, the higher ups don't want her to, or the higher ups they basically don't trust Chief anymore because of, he's doing things that are un-Spartan like, you know what I'm saying? He's not following the rules to a T like how he used to. He's, making decisions on his own per se, you know what I'm saying? But, this information that Mackie holds, it's important. So they got to use Master Chief to, to find out what she knows, you know what I'm saying? So Chief goes to talk to Mackie, and she ends up telling him, I know the whereabouts of, I don't know if she says the whereabouts of the Halo ring or if she knows the whereabouts of the artifact. Yeah, she's talking about, I know where the whereabouts of the second artifact is. I know where the Covenant took it. And she's telling him, me and you are the same, we're blessed ones. And when she said that rang a bell in his head, and it kind of caught him off guard. So from there he goes to talk to Chief. Chief goes to talk to Keyes about where Mackie said the artifact may be. And during that time, Halsey goes under questioning. And after that, we see Chief Master Chief, and he comes in to talk to Hasley like during the questioning, and he asked her about like just what were the Spartans created for, and just she ends up spilling the tea and telling him that like we made your parents think that you were dead and we needed you and this that and the third, and that's how they did it for every Spartan that they have. So it's like the UNSC, as far as the Spartan project goes, the way that they came about gaining that Spartan project was very evil, you know what I'm saying? So very unhuman kind, like um but at least he knows now. um so um from there, Chief goes to talk to Kai about like what he's learned from Halsey, and they just both are like taken aback and like, yo, like our parents could still be alive, you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, thinking that they're dead, they were thinking that we were dead, so it's like, maybe there's a chance that they're still out there, but they don't have the pieces in order to find that out. Like I guess the information got erased from the UNSC servers, so in order for them to find it out, if they do, I don't know, it may have to be through like Halsey or something like that, um So from there we see Halsey and she goes talk to Margaret. Yeah, so that's the the higher up, Margaret. And she basically tells Halsey that, we're shutting you down. We're gonna move you to a different base. We're gonna actually be promoting your daughter, and everybody wins this type of way, you know what I'm saying? And of course Halsey doesn't want that to happen, but she has no choice, you know what I'm saying? Like she has, she has no choice. um so then we go to Miranda, and she's talking to Mackie about the transmission that they had intercepted, and she's wondering if Mackie can help her out with, what I'm saying, like just decoding stuff and making sure that what they did decode, that it was correct. But the thing is, that transmission, I don't know if that had the recording of Mackie actually, talking about whatever. So, I mean, of course she can lie about what they were saying and what she says, but still, I'm saying, that's a dangerous situation that she's in. Um, so from there, Miranda tries to see what Mackie's blood test results were, because she had did a blood test on Mackie earlier, and she ends up being blocked off from the results. And the person that's blocking her off is of course her mom. So she gets a text saying like, "Hey, come see me," and it's Halsey. You know what I'm saying? So she goes to Halsey, and you know she basically says like, you're not ready for this, and you got to be careful with Master Chief, because he's not ready for this, and you don't know what to do with the artifact and all stuff like that. Like, just 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 being who Halsey is, you know what I'm saying? And then she does apologize to Miranda, and tells her like, like, I'm sorry for not being a mother. I really should have been a mother to you, and it just was hard for me to do so, being that I wanted to follow my dreams. But I am sorry about that. I really should have been there for you, or at least explain to you better like why I wasn't there for you as a mother. And she plays it off well, but of course Halsey has something up her sleeve. So um, Miranda goes to talk to Master Chief and tells him, Mackie and him, Mackie and Master Chief share the same genetics, because after Miranda leaves the office with Halsey, she's able to actually tap into the results for the blood work, and she, combines it. She puts it side by side with Master Chief's blood and or the genetics, and they match, and they have a specific strand of DNA that allows them to interact with the um, with the artifact. So they really are like the same. You know what I'm saying? They really are like one per se. You know. Um, but you know, she tells that to Master Chief, and so Chief goes to talk to Mackie again, and she tells him that she can help, just release her from the from the room, and she'll help him out or whatever. But of course, he doesn't trust that, per se. So, um, which he shouldn't, because I don't. She's obviously playing for the Covenant. We know this, but I don't know if like being around the humans and interacting with Master Chief and knowing that they are both blessed ones, I don't know if that's gonna like persuade her to actually be on the good side, or if she's just gonna, still play her part and then go back to the Covenant. We don't know that yet. Um, so Miranda and Chief, they try to test something out, because you know, Mackie says that she's able to find out where the artifact is by interacting with it. So he's gonna try to do it like if I interact with this artifact, maybe I can find out where the second artifact is, because I mean we have the same genetics, so why would I be able to do it, right? So he does it, and when he does interact with the artifact, it's like way more to the extreme this time. He's having way more flashbacks. The intensity that's putting on his body is way more intense this time around, and also we see it affecting Mackie as well. And then their heart rate and everything like that. Everything that they're going through is lined up. They're matched up like they're the same person, like I said. And of course, Halsey is watching this through Cortana's help. Um, you know, just a sly little sly lady that she is, bro. She's watching what's happening, and by the end of it, um, you know, Master Chief and Mackie are like kind of transported into like some type of link. You know what I'm saying? And they're on like some type of planet, and you can see the halo in the sky. So I don't know if like they were actually, well, obviously they didn't actually go there, but I guess they went there together in mind. You know what I'm saying? But because of that, maybe they now know where not just the second artifact is, but actually where the halo is. You know what I'm saying? Um, but after that little situation is over, we see that Mackie's back to normal, and she's steady again. When we see that Chief is back to normal, he's steady again. Um, so it seems like they're both okay per se, but we'll have to see the extents of what the artifact did to them in the next episode. Um, so yeah, that's basically the premise of this episode. Three of my favorite scenes would be Chief and Mackie. And in the beginning, when they first had to talk, and she was like telling him like, you're a blessed one and stuff like that, like just the conversation that they had, and also the link that they had, like you can just feel it right out the back. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, uh, I feel like there's gonna be something there. Like they may end up falling in love with each other. You know what I'm saying? But that's one. Second scene would be Chief and Halsey, Master Chief and Halsey. When they're talking um, in the room, and you find out the rest of what she's done, and how she's what she's done to go about getting this Spartan program, and it was pure evil, like what she did. You know what I'm saying? And you can see like how it affected Master Chief, and not just him, but his whole Spartan clique. If you want to say it, you know what I'm saying? It that's how they all came to be. They all were taken from their home planet, and their parents were told that they died, and For all they knew, that they probably thought as well that their parents had died as well. So the parents thinking that they're dead, and then the younglings per se thinking that their parents are dead. It's like that was a really horrible thing to do, man. And then thirdly would be Chief and Mackie linked together at that little that little planet or whatever where you see the halo. That was dope as well, and you see them kind of get close. You know what I'm saying? Master Chief touches her cheek. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, I think there's gonna be some love there. I think there's gonna be some love there. But all in all, not a bad episode. No action at all. But all this stuff that we're seeing, all the stuff that we're learning is important to make the story progress. So I wouldn't go without it. You know what I'm saying? But for the grading for this episode, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. So definitely not bad, above average. I know that it's slow and it's no action, but these are things. This information that we're learning is important for the story to go by, and to fill us in on certain things, so we can understand once the good stuff starts happening, we understand why it happened. You know what I'm saying? But if you saw the episode, let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. Do you think that this show is like losing you? Is this show losing you, or is this show gaining you? To me, I think it's good. I think it's good. You know what I'm saying? Not bad at all. But yeah, that's it, man. Let me know about that in the comments down below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I am Callie. Until next time.